Good morning, guys. Gas prices continue to go up. Oh my God. It just feels like, not to be super negative, but I don't know. Kind of feels like everything in the world right now is just like not right. Everything. And I'm not just talking to complain about the price of gas. I'm talking about just, you have to kind of look for the positives right now, and that's not ever a good time to be in. But either way, not to start out on a salty note, but a realistic one. I want to talk about TikTok, and I want to talk about specifically Ruby Franke, who, if you guys don't know who Ruby Franke is, she was a part of, she still is a part of the YouTube channel 8 Passengers. They no longer upload on that channel. I think the last upload was about 5 or so months ago. And now she has this other channel. I forget the name of it. It's almost more like a business channel. It's not like a personal vlog channel. And they upload stuff about parenting and about religion. Some of it is vlog style content, but it's kind of under a business. I'll throw a screenshot right here so you guys kind of see what I'm talking about, but everything is like branded. Her kids aren't in a lot of the content, at least from what I've seen. She just went off about TikTok, and I've been thinking some about TikTok because I've been spending more time on the app, and as you guys can imagine, I don't go to TikTok to see, people dancing and stuff like that. I gravitate towards, my For You page is constantly showing me stuff about dogs and, random people telling stories of their lives. Like, that's the side of TikTok that I'm on based on my likes, and you guys know the algorithm works in mysterious ways. Ruby is known to have a lot of problems with just things that are very normal in society. She looks at them as evil and bad for kids, and she shields her kids from a lot of stuff. And she was really upset about TikTok recently because evidently her daughter's school wanted to do like a flash mob dance for TikTok. Ruby had a problem with the song that was chosen for this flash mob, and the song that was chosen was Flo Rida Low. And here's the whole thing with that song.
Julie is in a PE class over at the middle school, and for PE, this teacher is doing dance. The teacher is going to have all of the students in her class, which includes Julie, do a TikTok dance. And I said, a TikTok dance? What are the dance moves? And she's like, well, in the real dance, they're kind of naughty, but she said just to do something different there. And I said, what do you mean? She says, well, some of the girls still twerk. She told me one of the songs, and I looked it up to look up the lyrics. It is straight up hardcore, straight up. And I was reading the lyrics quietly to myself as I was scrolling. I just typed in the name of the song, and I said, lyrics of, all lustful, it's all suggestive, it's all seductive, it's all perverse. Nowhere in here was the school or the teacher being protective of these children's innocence. No one was trying to look out for what was best for these kids. This teacher is being very selfish because she wants to be hip, up to date, cool, doing TikTok, entertaining the school. She wants to be liked by the teens. These are 12 and 13-year-old girls. She is taking from them. It's very selfish. And so I'm going to be going into the school. And I don't have an appointment. I just found out about this yesterday. So I'll sit in the office until I'm seen.
One, I don't know if the lyrics were part of it or if it was just the instrumental. Second of all, if it's for a TikTok, chances are it's a very short clip, and I don't know if lyrics were in that clip. I'm not sure what lyrics were in that clip. Are there some lyrics in that song that a 12-year-old probably shouldn't be listening to? Absolutely. But guess what? this generation that's coming up right now is being exposed to a lot of things prematurely because of social media and because of like these viral songs and things like YouTube and all of this kind of stuff. Not saying that it's right, I'm just saying that's what's happening. So she was super duper upset just at the fact that this song was being played to her child, and it was this whole situation. She took it from the school to the fucking school district. And there was another video of her husband speaking at some kind of like board meeting assembly type thing. And they were talking about morals and protecting kids and the whole 9 yards. Now, what I really want to know from you guys is how, and I guess it also depends because, you know, Ruby and her family are Mormon, so they shield their kids from a lot of stuff that, you know, maybe a Christian family wouldn't care about, and that might differ from what a non-religious family would care about. So I realize that differs, but you guys tell me your opinions. If, let's just say, to be on the safe side, let's just say that the part of the song was not graphic and it was fine. Would you have a problem with that? Would you have a problem with your child participating in a flash mob dance at school if they were 12 or 13 and the part of the song was not anything scandalous or anything along those lines? Ruby and her husband both, they went off about how their kids aren't allowed to go on field trips without signing a waiver. They're not allowed to do anything without signing a waiver. And here they are at school, participating in this scandalous dance for TikTok. They decided to tell the vice principal all about TikTok challenges and how terrible TikTok is and how, you know, it has a bad impact on kids. And I think that some things on TikTok can have a negative impact on kids. But the only thing to do would be don't ever allow your kids to have a cell phone that has social media. Don't allow your kids to have any device that's connected to the internet. And I've always felt like the problem, and someone put a comment that was really good. I'll throw it right here so you guys can pause to read it. But essentially what this commenter said was Ruby and Kevin's her husband, are going to have a really rude awakening when their kids get a little bit older and they're hiding stuff from their parents. Because at a certain point, when you're constantly going up to the school and you're constantly, you know, for lack of a better word, embarrassing your children, at a certain point, they're gonna stop coming to you, and they're gonna stop telling you about stuff that's going on at school, because they know that if they tell you, then you're gonna go talk to the principal again and make a vlog about it, and they're gonna be teased at school. I mean, I know if I was a kid and the few times I told my dad about stuff, he was making a fucking vlog about it, eventually I would stop telling him what's going on at school. Because now my classmates are making fun of me, and you know, my parents always up here with their camera making sure that they get a clip of them walking out of the school to throw it in their vlog. And the whole thing too is the way that Ruby reacts to things is such a, it's almost like she has a tantrum. where she'll cry and she'll get really upset and really angry if things don't go her way. Ruby, to me, strikes me as that kind of person who you can't have a two-way conversation, because if she comes to you with a problem and you don't solve it in her way right now, then she's just going to have a meltdown.
You are not protecting them. You are not protecting them. You are introducing them to the world. And you're saying it's okay. You're saying that you support this. I didn't cry in there. I was very strong and sorry, but now I am crying. And I said, in the end, you're not going to answer to those 30 parents who think this is a good idea. And you're not going to answer to me, who is telling you this is wrong. I said, you will answer for what you brought into this school and exposed these children to. Those girls are going home and they're looking up the rest of the lyrics to these songs you're hooking them into. They're dancing to the song. They've got it in their head and they want to know the rest of it, and they're looking it up. You're okay with them looking up the rest of the lyrics to this song? It's explicit. It's disgusting.
And I could be wrong, but that is my assumption based off of all of the content of theirs that I've watched. She just seems like, well, if you're not here to do it this way, then you're not protecting the kids. So you guys tell me what you think about the TikTok thing. But the second part that I wanted to talk about is how Ruby is so concerned with protecting her kids, but this is the same woman who refused to bring her child lunch when she left the responsibility of packing lunch up to her 5-year-old child, who, I mean, let's be honest, a 5-year-old, like, they don't even know what to pack for lunch. That's a whole nother conversation. But she left the responsibility of that up to her child, went on a whole tirade about how that's her fault if she forgets to pack her lunch. But secondly, this is also the mother who vlogged really intimate parts of her child's life, like shaving for the first time and talking about, she took the bedroom away from one of her kids because he played a prank on his younger brother. And she's just vlogged her kid's entire life. There's been no privacy. So for someone like that to come out and say, oh, well, you're exposing my kids to some song lyrics that she finds inappropriate. Ruby, you have vlogged your kids going through puberty. So what are you protecting them from? Song lyrics, but you're putting their entire childhood lack of privacy on the internet? Make that make sense to me. It doesn't. But either way, guys, I wanted to share my thoughts on that because there's been a few people talking about this video, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, Ruby, I haven't talked about her in a while, and I figured that would be an interesting topic. So, yeah, do you guys have kids that are that age? Do you have kids that were, that age a while ago? Tell me how you feel about this. I can't wait to hear. And another part of me also thinks, if you're that worried about what your kids are being exposed to at school, then maybe you should just homeschool them. I'm not a big fan of homeschooling when it comes to keeping your kids home so that they can make YouTube videos. But if you're going to go up there and have a temper tantrum and stomp up and down because you're not getting your way, I don't know. Seems like she has a problem on her hands. But either way, I can't wait to hear from you guys. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.